And I think we're all creatures of habit. We all take the path of least resistance. We need to just make it more inconvenient to be obese.
An influencer and freelance fitness writer is now coming under fire after she made some controversial comments on her refusal to hire overweight people, saying she would rather hire a thin person as overweight people have the wrong lifestyle. Hey, what's up, buyers? It's Mackenzie here, and today on the channel I'm going to be filling you in on why one writer is saying that she refuses to hire what she deems overweight people. Samantha Yardley, who is 34, is a freelance fitness writer and sub-editor at Muscle and Health magazine, and she has gained tons of media attention after she appeared on This Morning, a British daytime program, where she admitted that she would choose a thinner person over an overweight person for a job, confessing she believes it needs to be more inconvenient to be overweight and that obese people should take responsibility, adding she believes they're lethargic and lazy. And of course, after making completely nasty and just truly unnecessary comments like this, she was hit with a ton of backlash from across the world. But even after hearing criticism, she's doubling down on the comments, telling Insider she believes she has, quote, shed light on a critical issue and got people talking about it, whether they agree or not. And these opinions actually aren't new, with them first being brought up in a blog post she wrote in November of 2019, called, quote, Why You Should Never Work With Fat People. And she argued that body positivity is today's society validating and excusing severely overweight and obese people, adding, quote, if you are unable to perform day-to-day tasks like taking a leisurely walk, getting up the stairs without being out of breath, or using generic seating at restaurants, then you have a big problem. Then when speaking about why she would not hire someone deemed overweight, she said, quote, for me it best demonstrates a troubled mind, lacking self-control, and at worst shows a severely disturbed individual who is likely to be lacking energy and suffering poor health. But then adding that even with these comments, she doesn't condone fat shaming. But like, isn't that what she just did for the last little bit? So I don't get that part. Then she appeared on This Morning to discuss the issue again, saying that she thinks life should be made as difficult as possible for obese people to encourage them to lose weight, adding that she doesn't think it's an issue to be a little overweight, just be in a healthy weight range, saying that she believes women for the most part should be between the dress sizes of UK 6 to 16 to be healthy. But of course, comments like this are going to create a lot of backlash from people involved in the community, with nutritionist Dr. Amelia Thompson responding that, quote, the toxicity in this piece is that your whole argument centers around shame, which is completely counterintuitive to support change. Those who are stigmatized or shamed for their weights are less likely to make healthy changes. Then adding, quote, your shaming stance is toxic to a healthier population. Okay everyone, well that is all for that story. Let me know what you're thinking about all this below. Do you think this rhetoric is harmful, or that it can actually help overweight people to some degree? For my opinion, I'm among the mindset that people should just be allowed to do whatever, they want with their bodies, as long as it doesn't hurt other people. I also think we should listen to nutritionists and doctors for health advice, not just like random people on the internet that call themselves, health bloggers or writers. Not just random people on the internet. Okay, but before I go, I'm gonna shout out some comments from my fan coming forward about Shane Dawson video. One user said, why can't people just be decent human beings? I will truly never know the answer. That's just the way the world works, unfortunately. Then Jenny said, Chris Hansen, why don't you take a seat? Honestly, that would be wild if he actually did a Chris Hansen interview. I don't think that he would, because, Shane would obviously want to control whatever narrative, but that would be tea. Then another user said, I've seen fans trying to get into someone's personal space and trying to kiss them. Seinfeld got it right when he denied Kesha a hug. Unfortunately, he got backlash and was seen like the bad guy for not allowing her to get into his personal space. Yeah, wow, that's a really interesting one. I can see how people might think that that is maybe going too far, because obviously a lot of people like hug their fans, but honestly in these days better to be safe than sorry with these kinds of things. So Seinfeld had it right, like he usually does, honestly. Okay everyone, that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way here, I really appreciate it, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram to be kept up to date with all the news and tea you'll ever need to know. I'll see you all in the next one.